Coming up next.
If a man makes money, the first thing he wants to do is to marry. But if a woman makes money, she wants to be independent, she doesn't want anybody to control her.
Men believe that women should be controlled. They should not have so much power.
Can you marry a woman that is richer than you? I said she may be richer than me, but it not go last long. She may be richer than me, but it not go last long.
So her money...
I go borrow that her money, double and give her a back.
And you can never cage a woman. Some men think, I will control her. You can never control a woman. Seriously.
God help you. Yeah. You can't marry a woman when no sabi talk. Now fight with that. So we all should know how to balance.
Is it possible for a man to be with one woman? A man can love one woman, right? But when it comes to that sexual aspect, it's not possible.
Men will tell you as a woman, whatever you make at the end of the month, you submit it to me, I own you.
If my wife get money past me, get everything I go talk, she don't respond rudely. But because she get money past me, I go feel that she respond rudely.
As a woman, you don't challenge authority, you appeal to authority. I think it makes the home safe. It makes it okay. Unless you want to live in hellfire.
It's the OUTLOUD podcast show.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another amazing episode of the OUTLOUD podcast. I am your host. My name is B5, and it's an amazing day, and you're welcome to this episode. Like we always bring it to you, like we always tell you, it's not just going to be about celebrity gist and the gossip around. Sometimes we bring you something educative so that at least you can learn from us as we learn from you on the comment section, where you tell us where we're getting it wrong, where we're getting it right. And trust me, we like your critics, right? And introducing my guest today, first of all, let me introduce my co-host. She's an amazing person. You've always seen her face. I'm talking about no other person than Miss Oge.
Hello. Nice to be here again.
And let's go to the guest. Let me introduce the person by my left, first of all. He's a friend I met quite some time ago, and it was just an episode of this OUTLOUD podcast where he came with a friend, and in the conversation, he wasn't supposed to be there, but he came, and in the conversation, he was so, threw more light on what we're discussing at the end. He made so much, and I said, you know what, my guy, you must come back. And by the grace of God, I was able to put him on, and he said, okay, I'll be available. And he's here right now. He's no other person than Mr. Bayo Olaleka. Correct me if I made a mistake.
Bayo the liar.
Okay. Let me not go to where or who his dad is. Just know him for Bayo. And probably next time we'll just go to that. And by my far right is Mr. Chika, a friend too, that's always been supportive and has been here before. Mr. Chika.
Yeah, thank you. I think we're going to have a nice time today.
Yeah, I feel so. Welcome to Nigeria today, where there is a lot going on. The political landscape is boiling. It's been raining for quite some days now. Today it's been a bit calm, but in all of that, we have a unique topic we want to talk about. This is a topic that has been there, and people always, is this something that happens? Is this just our imagination? The topic is, are men, Nigerian men or men around the world, are we intimidated by established and powerful women in our society? Because if you check, most of these women that are career-driven women, in their late 30s, 40s, close to 50s, you still find that they are not married. And if you ask when they tell you something more, I don't even get boyfriend self. So I would want to ask, is it like we men are scared of them? First of all, let me go to Bayo. Let me see what he thinks about it.
Okay. I'm going to need to take a sip first. So to be honest, I do not think guys are scared of people that are established in terms of female. No, I don't think so. I just think priorities are different at different times. For an intellectual person or a career-driven female, she's more focused on how she needs to achieve her dreams rather than being distracted by a man or otherwise. So some people some men too are like that. Some men just want to be business oriented first. They want to achieve what they need to do before they now go into other things. I know a man that says that his priority is, first of all, to build a house before he gets married. Another man's priority was to have kids, let them go to school, graduate before I now decide, okay, let me buy a house for myself.
Yeah.
For men, for women, men are just big distraction, just as we are disappointment sometimes to some women. And if you've been through that once or twice, you probably just want to take your time and say, you know what, if I drive myself towards career, you know, the career probably won't disappoint me because I know what I'm doing. And at some point, and there are options because the world don't run very quickly now. You don't need a man to satisfy any sexual urgencies, you know. You don't need a man for companionship. There are different things and ways that women can actually make themselves happy in their own little way. So, but they're just two sides, career-driven people and people that do not want to get distracted by, you know, people like us. So if you look at it from either dimension, they could be in their 40s and 50s and realize, all right, you know what, let me have a baby. Just a baby, maybe nothing serious. But she meets a guy she's now fond of and she gets to like, and things start to fall in place. So, but I don't think men are scared. I just think some of us are from different worlds. And some of us will never meet those career women throughout our lifestyle because their paths are quite different from ours. Vis-a-vis the guys as well.
Yeah, I think some men are scared. It has to go, it's two ways. Like, I've seen some men that wouldn't want their wives to work, right? And I've seen some men that wouldn't want their wives to be touching money. Why? Because they believe that the moment she starts touching money, then he can't control her. It happens. So that's the reason why some men wouldn't want their wife to do some certain things. Because they believe if the wife is not working, I can actually control her. Because I give her money. Which is also wrong. But people are doing it.
I hear that story a lot. It's like, like home video sometimes when I hear. Because I always feel charity begins at home, to be honest.
Yeah, because I know some men don't like their wives to maybe office work, you know, go to work in the morning, answer another man, you know, sir, or things like that. So they would want their wives to stay at home, be a housewife, while the man goes to hustle. But anytime the wives want to start doing something seriously, like that will start giving her money,
or more money,
more money than the husband, then you see the husband going like, must you be everywhere? No, you shouldn't do that. And again, you won't blame the men. You know, some women, okay, let me put it this way. If a man makes money, the first thing he wants to do is to marry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
If a man makes money.
That was not my own first thoughts.
I know what I'm saying. If a man makes money, he wants
Let me finish, I will get to your first thoughts.
Do you understand? If you put it on the average, if a man makes money, he wants to settle down, he wants to have a family. But if a woman makes money, she wants to be independent, you know, she doesn't want anybody to control her. Do you understand? So
it feels like your reality now is like fantasy to Bio. No, not fantasy. It's like Bio can imagine your reality, the reality of your painting now. Because when you say when a man makes money, his first wish is to settle down and have a family. He said, really? And the second one he mentioned, it was like, so what, Bio, when the man makes money in your own world, what's the first thing you think of? What makes you think of?
To be honest, I'm thinking of structuring a foundation for myself and improving on what I'm doing more. So for me, marriage is not. I'm sure if I didn't get married when I got married, I don't go marry again. You know,
lots of men say that.
So by that time you got married,
yes.
What was your driving force?
I was ready, but I wasn't making that much money. But I was ready. So for a guy has to be ready to get married before he gets married. Even if so 2 of my younger brothers got married before me. I remember my father, blessed man, just called me and said, don't be pushed by these people where they marry before you. Just take your time, because some people don't understand that.
By the way, his dad is a very popular musician, so I just didn't even want to go there before.
And then you see my mom. Mothers are very interesting breed. Aren't you going to get married? You just be gallivanting, But the man was just saying, take your time. So I took my time and I was ready. To be honest, if that pushed me or if it was financial, I probably had married somebody wrongly. I'll give you an example. I have a friend that got married to a lady because he made money at that time. He took her to Dubai to propose to her. At the time they came back, things started going south. The girl left him. And he blamed himself because he didn't calm down to just do it properly. He just felt there's money now. In fact, the girl too was just awashed with gift and everything, and she didn't settle down to think through and But I agree with some men do not want their wives to work. I hear that all the time, which is very surprising to me.
Because they feel they become so...
They can't control them. I agree.
And that is where the fear comes in.
Yeah, but what the man forgets is if he breaks the back and he can't work, then what? That's the thing.
The woman steps in. All right.
At that time, the woman isn't working.
Yeah.
So she's now forced to... And then that's when funny friends start to make funny passes at them because they know, okay, you want something from me now. Suddenly, they want to sleep with you. It's happened several times. So it's when the man breaks the back, then they realize that, honestly, these are just lessons for people to learn from.
Okay, so let me come in here. I think I want to toe the same path. And if we have 1, 2, 3 towing the same path, is a truth. So we come from a part of the world that is Africa, and I can say, and Nigeria, I think is a function of the cultural background, the place, our location, and the kind of people that we are in this part of the world. Because when you were talking, I was like, where is this guy from? We just grew up here. Do you understand? Because I've interacted. We are all African. We are Nigerians. You know how far. So I know that, because even said it, I don't know who thought there that... Okay, men believe that women should be controlled. They should not have so much power. That is a general mindset.
In
I don't know.
Africa.
I don't know if it's a global thing now.
Please,
I'm coming.
Please.
I don't know.
Okay. Let me.
I don't know
let
if
me
it's
say
a global thing.
Okay,
I'm
let
coming.
me say this. Okay, let me say this.
So
I know that you like to quote the Bible. It's not like you don't know who told you.
Did I?
No, I know you love God. I love Bible. I know you love to quote the Bible. You don't say you don't know who told me.
So
I don't know who told me.
So there's a silent agreement that it's a man's world. Okay. So, but that is where this is coming from. All right. So when you now see a woman trying to raise her head, you're like, hey girl, that's going too far. You better hold it. Okay. So I think ideally it's not meant to be like that. I believe that most men, let me not use, because I've not conducted the research, but from the things I'm gathering, even from this hall, from this room, I can see most men are concerned, they're bothered when their woman is empowered. So when we talk about, you said independent women. What does it mean to be an independent woman when you are emotionally
career-driven, self-reliant,
mature, financially comfortable, self-sustaining? To some men, I will call men that are not real, it's a problem. So I don't think that speaks to all men, because I know every real man would want to empower his woman. So that's my own point.
But in my own opinion, you wouldn't blame us men if I don't think it's been scared.
So when you say us, you should say some
men. Let me. Okay. Some of us men would not blame us because, let's take for instance, you met this woman when she was nothing, and most men marry women when at their lowest point, right? And even at that, they feel like, okay, I can't leave this woman at this point in case of something happens tomorrow. Let's see how we can push her up to see where she gets to. You've heard about men train their wives in school. You heard about men take their wives abroad. You heard about men do so many things for a woman that sometimes they took from the village, right, or somewhere around. And at the end of it, this woman it feels like, okay, now I don't match up, now I can pay my bills, now money don't they come, I'm earning myself, and it feels like, man, I don't need you no more.
So I think when you get to that point,
let me finish.
All right.
I don't need you no more. And you see cases where you see these men wailing like kids. So, and sorry, one of our guys now in this same sphere of all of this we're talking about, one of our guys went to a podcast, and after saying what he said, he came back and apologizing. Man, we be legend, we will know. Go podcast, okay, talk finish. Okay, he said, they asked him a question. Is it possible for a man to be with one woman for life? He said he will speak for himself that a man can love one woman, right? But when it comes to that sexual aspect, it's not possible for him. That's what he said. And he's a legend. I don't know. And a few days later, this guy was carrying Clyde, apologized, say, waiting in talk, this, that, this. And
it wasn't me.
People said,
I'm not going to go into that one.
People said probably it's the power of an independent woman that it's around. That's why. Because this person has said this thing sometime before now and didn't apologize to nobody for it.
It's not about independent woman. I think he's being controlled.
He was with a woman before now. Okay, you mean because that woman he was with was not, I wouldn't say, let me not say because she's not financially independent or she's not, he couldn't control it. Is it what is coming to play? Because we know for a fact that then days when Africa was Africa, a man will marry a wife that is, the man probably be sitting at home drinking the gogoro. I'm talking about some people, some part of Delta, Bayelsa. A man will be drinking the gogoro. The one will go do bricklaying job. Comes back home and give the man the money. And without quarrel. Right? But what is happening? Nah, we want to get to this one.
So we get different circles.
Yeah.
And as she had mentioned before, that to me, charity begins at home.
Oh, man.
Some of us, we have sisters, cousins that our parents have sent to school, good schools. I'm not sure that our parents or us wants our kids to go to a good school after investing that much for them to sit in the house.
Definitely.
So, for me personally, charity begins at home. And I'll always advise women to always mingle with their own peers in terms of standard. If you marry someone beyond your standard, there's always a flip side to it all the time. If I went to school with someone and both of us are career driven, I do not think we'll find issues of, I'm sending you to school, because guess what, we're from that same background and we've all gone to good schools together. So our thinking and how we see life is very different from some other moral aspects.
But don't you think sometimes it has to do with upbringing?
But yes, I agree, because that's why I said morals. Yeah. Everybody, our morals are different. Some people, even when I was dating, I don't understand how a girl will come to my house and say she wants to wash my boxer shorts. Why? You're not into slavery with me. We're into companionship, where we talk and agree on certain things. So it's a bit different for me when I hear different things. Like, if you send someone to school, you're doing it because you feel like that person really doesn't owe you anything at the end of the day. And because the lady probably needs those supports at that time, she will take it because that's the only option she has. But if you were doing that out of free mind, we know, you must marry me.
If you're doing it out of free mind, I think it's
by only in Nigeria.
You see, that is from a sane person. You're from a sane
all my life, primary, secondary, university.
It's still a product of your nurture. I don't know who your parents are, and from what you're saying, they did a good job. Because we see women, you see a man, and once you see this mindset of servitude enters in, because there is, I need to labor before I can get this from this man. No, it's wrong. So I think it's a programming you get from your upbringing and from the society that you live in. And of course, the determinations and the decisions you've made as a human being. You can say, no, I told myself I'm not going to cry for any man. So I need to do the work on myself. So no man will reduce me to that level.
Exactly.
So I need to look for birds of the same feather.
Yeah.
So back to what we're saying. Ideally, if we don't have any skeleton in the cupboard, if we want to be truthful and real, that woman in your life is just like you. There should be no dream of controlling the woman. She is a being of worth. The same kind of individual with you. She has gifts, talents that must be brewed, that must be harnessed and used for the world. So I do not really think that all men are the same, but most of these people we see, they're intimidated when a woman earns so much more. All right. So I believe every man would want a woman that is respectful, that is humble, supportive. You bring your value and your vision to bear when there is need for it. In fact, from the onset, that is a peaceful woman. So I think the problem is actually in the presentation of whatever it is you do. And that's where I fault women. I mean, who says you cannot be self-sustaining and sufficient? You can be the one paying the bills, but it's all about the presentation, how you present it. You don't rub it on the face of a man that you are this or you are that. And it is at that point he'll tell you, girl, you're going way too far and I can't deal. So I think we need to learn how to balance things. So I want to speak to the men that are intimidated or by independent women. I think we come from the part of the world where, we see humility. I don't know the word now. You see it as dominion. That's respect. If you give me respect, I have dominion over you. I think that's so. If I'm your husband, I need to have dominion over you.
Yeah.
You need to be submissive. I need to subjugate you. You need to come and plead. No, it's a wrong mindset. It's really there's a servitude there. There's slavery there, and there's fear there. But if you're in love with that person, your partner, the perfect love will cast away every kind of fear. You should be able to tolerate and grow with the woman. Real men, I believe, are real kings, and kings are never afraid of queens. Okay, so it's only a problem where you are in a society or an environment where masculinity is equated with dominance. It becomes a problem. And I would also say that men feel challenged whenever whatever the woman is bringing to the table challenges his ego. He sees it as a problem. Not all men, those men, like some of the men and most of the African men we have. So when it challenges their ego, it's a problem. And another thing again is when it's when like the woman doesn't want normal, she's not base, it's challenging your growth. The woman's wealth or whatever she has that is working for her challenges you to grow. It's not a problem because a real person, a real friend will challenge you to grow, motivate you. So when the woman is up there and you're here, you feel challenged in the negative. Meanwhile, she wants you to come up to her level. So it's a problem. So you're not at par with her. So that begins to cause a problem and a rift in the relationship. That is where we now say, oh, this man wants the woman to be subjugated, to be in control of the woman. But you need to understand where she's coming from.
But don't you think, I don't know, in the society when we're growing up, we're used to men running things, and it got to a point and our fathers then will tell you, okay, our fathers then will tell you, I don't feature woman for school. If you reach our husband's house, okay, let me talk from I don't feature woman for school.
That was
in those days. But and in recent times, women are beginning to champion so many affairs worldwide, right?
Yeah.
And it seems like it's beginning to challenge that status quo where you have a man say, this is what it is, and he stands what it is. In a home now where, like the last episode we have, where a man and a woman is making almost the same figure. Right? She said weak men, but I don't think it's weak men. There's something that comes with having I want to use a name for it. Having substance. Right? You have it up to a point and you feel like, okay, now I can. Now I can afford this, I can afford that, I can afford those. Man, I don't think I can take bullshit anymore.
Okay.
So I don't you think that most of these women, I wouldn't say not all of them, but if you check the statistics, majority of these women that are career-driven women that have this substance, you find them in their 40s, late 30s, mid 40s, close to late 40s, still single in our society. And most of the time, if you're put, they will tell you, I don't even have a boyfriend though. What is the effect? Why is that? In my head, I believe these people are supposed to be the ones, having the whole men running around them. Why is it that those ones that really have this substance are the ones that you say, they say, nothing, So it's okay, let me.
I think for what you said, which is generational thing, women have empowered themselves from that time. They've challenged themselves from that time.
Yeah.
So it's the result of those hard works and belief from that time that things need to change. Where people think women are just background people and they need to just sit behind and watch. They've consciously, deliberately worked themselves to get to this levels they are. So the women of empowerment we see being independent is because of that belief that they want to change, which they're changing very quickly across the world. And you see that even organizations, even if you look at industries in Nigeria, a lot of women empowerments in banks and the likes, you see them rising very quickly because they will challenge themselves. If you're in front in the race, they're not looking at who's catching up. So we men haven't really been looking behind, but they've caught up with us, and now we're even apart chasing some of them.
Yeah.
So that's the deliberate thing they've done. I do not think there's some stubborn women, like we have some stubborn men. That I agree with. And there's some women that never want to be controlled, just vis-a-vis the guys that would never want to take control from a woman. So
sorry. You said
Yes,
women that never want to be controlled. What do you mean by that?
independent, when they don't want to take orders from anybody because they believe I can afford anything I want.
I have everything I want.
Yeah. And what exactly can you do for me? Nothing else except companionship.
But is that your problem?
Well, it's a mindset.
It's a mindset
Yeah.
and it's a problem it's a problem when you're married. Do you understand?
It
Because
is.
that is actually our topic. When a woman is doing well, then a man is afraid of her. That's our topic, right?
Because, like you said, men want to. Because we can't we can't both be arguing sometimes. Because okay, I want to buy you a car. I'm going to buy you to a car. That kind of
Yeah,
thing.
not even that the men want to subdue them, but that submission.
I want to be able to take
that
the lead.
submission won't be there. Let me say 95% or 90%. When a woman is making money, she has everything. When a woman is not making money, then the man can actually, he's not control. Let me not use the word control.
And push her around.
You understand?
The word has come up. See, we need to define this. The word has come up 2 times. You said it and he said it.
Let me not
Let's
say
really
control.
understand what we mean by
Let me not
that
say-
control.
no,
because that's where women go bonkers. They go crazy
Okay, so
because of that word.
the truth is we cannot be at loggerheads because we can afford certain things the same way.
Somebody needs to
Somebody
be the head.
has to be, yeah.
Somebody needs to be the head.
Somebody needs to subtitle, because my understanding of marriage is your spouse is actually opposite of your deflection, meaning what you do not have is probably what she covers up for behavior otherwise. Correct me if I'm wrong. So, but there has to be someone that must calm down at some point. And as it is, as she has said that you're a Christian, the Bible has said the man is the head of the family. So at that point, you need to calm down, listen. And more often times, even when you listen, you still do what you want to. And you know, we've just been designed as movie. And that one, it will never go away. No matter how you say, hey,
Oh, but man, my head you be somebody that neck. That is neck they turn the head.
Don't forget the argument though.
But there are two ways to this. I worked in an office. The head of the company is a woman, and the husband also is working in the company. They are both white. You will never know. In the office, the woman is the boss. Outside the office, then the man is the boss. When you see two of them, the man answers, yes ma'am. Yes ma'am, in the office. But outside the office,
She answers yes, sir.
yes. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because they have an understanding. But these are white people.
I mean,
So
Bring it
I
back home.
can imagine.
Bring it back home. Bring it back home.
Imagine you answering.
Bring
your
it back
wife,
home.
Yes, ma'am.
That
In the
woman-
office.
no, but to be honest, if you're a professional, that's the profession.
Yes,
Of
yes,
course you
yes,
say
yes.
man. If that's the decor of the policy of the organization.
Yes, and
So and when you do that as a man or the husband, and the other guy see you, everybody follows suit. That's the whole psychology of that kind of behavior, which I can understand. But when he mentioned that women in their 40s and early 50s are mostly single, I'm not sure when we check the statistics, it might be true. That range you had mentioned, I mean, I can say more of single women within that space, but not independent women, not or hasn't been married before.
I
Likewise,
stand to be corrected.
so we could have maybe less than 2% of those kind of people, that are independent and they do not have a child or not married. If we check it, but the long and short is, as she has said, there's some tough women, extremely tough, as well as they just want to be as tough as their dad, or or as tough as the weakness of their mom. Probably they didn't like how their mom was treated by a man, and they say, you know what, this will never happen to me.
Alright.
And that stigma or that mindset is what they've lived through.
Reflection
Say,
of
you
their
know what,
past.
never would any man
Control
try.
me.
Yeah. So
So I think it's all about the motive now. I don't have a problem with women empowerment. She said that they've worked, they've put in a big work.
Yeah.
And men didn't see it coming.
no, we didn't.
For a long time, our position has always been in the kitchen. So we have left the kitchen. We have broken the table and the
Unfortunately.
ceilings. Do you understand? So it is what it is. But the motive shouldn't be, I'm trying to compete with the man. That's where I have a problem. You have made the point. Stay there. He can work and make money. I can also work and make money. So do you understand? So as a woman, yes, somebody that will come from my head. But the truth is that there is a head. Even in the animal kingdom, there's a head. How come in human race we don't believe that there's a head? A man is the head, the woman is a supporter. And you're there to help the man. Even though he looks, well built, he needs help.
A lot
He breaks easily. But we look fragile, but we are strong. So when you are asked to, come on, baby, come down. Okay? Your strength as a woman, or when they say submit, is not a problem. It is just strength under control. That is meekness. It doesn't mean you are weak. So it doesn't take away anything from you. So if that is the understanding, then the men should also understand, okay, these women have proved the point. So baby, can we stay together? Have the understanding. Don't think of, she's competing with me. That's why I say whenever the man feels challenged, I must be the one leading. That's where there's a problem.
Yeah, that's the ego.
So we need to be secure men and be comfortable in our own skin and say, if I can make money, my woman can make money. After all, when I'm not there, she's there to lift me up. So encourage her. That is what real men do. They support their women. Encourage her to go all out.
So another side to this, from what she's saying, and I also really need to talk to some men. You don't have to be frightened by the success of your woman. Because I've seen, just like I was saying, I've seen a very rich man die because the wife was not doing anything. Then the family just went down. Why? Because the man never allowed the wife to do anything. Because of this, I'm not going to say control. Because the man wants her wife his wife to be submissive to him. Now the man dies. The whole family is something else. Because the wife was never doing anything. No money. All the money they had was the man. So the man is no more. Do you understand? Yeah. But if you allow your wife to start working, to start doing something, now she's prospering, she's okay to herself. If anything happened to you as a man, even in that place where you will be, you'll still be hopeful that, oh, my family is doing well. But if you want to cage and you can never cage a woman. You know, some men think, oh, I will control her. You can never control a woman. Seriously. I don't know, am I saying the right thing? Yeah. You can never control a woman, but then you just need to allow them to be themselves. Now, coming from this angle, that woman has a life. That lady has a life. Before you got married to her, she had something that she was doing. Even if she wasn't doing anything, she was created by God, right? So there are things for her to achieve. So when you allow her to do her thing, she might even be your savior tomorrow. Because I've seen some men doing well, all of a sudden they crash. Then it's their wife that will come to their rescue. Do you understand?
It's a partnership thing.
That's why it's partnership, but you know, some men they get frightened. They get frightened.
Some men are forefathers, and then some men recent days. Their objectives were, I just don't want my wife to suffer. Let me give her the best type of living.
Yeah.
You know, so some have that intention. I just don't want her to suffer. What do you want, honey? They pay allowances, but at the end of the day, some of them just their wealth is hidden to just them and whoever. So at the time, going back to your story, things just go south. Mm-hmm. They can't just trace where the funds or the monies are again. But some men actually have good intention. I just don't want her to be stressed, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe she's been through a lot, abused by a former boss. You know, everybody's just, you know, she comes home from work every day crying. And the guy's okay, you know, I'm at this stage, I can afford to pay your salary. Is it okay if I'm paying you and you're staying at home so you won't be stressed?
He doesn't want the wife to be around by anyone.
But at the end of the day, some of them just don't let them know what they have, just in case anything happens to me. If some parents, some couples don't even have joint accounts because everybody's hiding what I do not understand. You know? And at the end of the day, things happen and everybody's just lost and running around in a circle. Oh, but I thought that guy or that woman was very wealthy. What's going on? No one can explain. And you just see some lucky guy just enjoying some of his wealth that he hasn't even worked for. But independently, I do not have problems with women working hard. I think they should be encouraged. I think they should continue to give us a run for our money. And we'll just, if it was flip side, a woman was giving me allowance, all I'll be doing is, even the remotes, I'll say, honey, where's the maid? Help me pass the remote. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to be there. Where's the food you eat? You still, you know, that's because we're a bit lazier, to be honest. And we're not very driven, self-driven. There must be somebody driving us behind, pinching us, abusing us. You say, hey, it's me I'm talking to. I'll show you. We need that push sometimes as men. We're very laid back.
That's what I when I said it inspires growth.
Yeah.
And the laid back ones will see it as you're challenging me, you know. And God help you. Yeah. You come marry woman when no sabi talk. Now fight with that. So we all should know how to balance and how to see. As a woman, you don't challenge authority. You appeal to authority. I mean, I think it makes the home safe. It makes it okay, unless you want to live in hellfire, you know. So
where that is.
But then what happens when the woman is making money and the man is not making anything?
Well, is it from when they got married or when they met?
No, let's say
it doesn't happen when they.
Let's say the man is making, and okay, both of them are making, and then it gets to a point the man's.
The woman now tops the man.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah, it depends on the understanding. To be honest, if you're with somebody, you're with that person. In my own, definition of being with or married. So, I've had my own downtime, to be honest, and I was my wife supported me a lot. So I can tell you from my own experience, And when I got back, it was okay. So it depends on the understanding, to be honest. If you guys do not share that vision and you know that, what, together it's us, it's not them, or it's not you against me, it's us. It's easier, because if you don't get anything, you must calm yourself now. You go to apply for a job, you must calm yourself.
You must be humble.
Yeah. So if you don't have, and you're still saying, when I had money, I used to give you everything. Now you did. No, I mean, if you want something, you need to massage your way to, hey, hi, sweet, I'm sorry, I'm broke, but this is what I want to do with the money. Because a woman's general mindset is give a man money is going to carry a woman. That's the general mindset. So if you say you want
you can't say general mindset.
Okay, I take that back. Maybe that's the concession. That's probably what some of them think. And if you say you want to do a business, she doesn't mind going for that business meeting with you, just to make sure that, okay, I will transfer it to them. And she'll be asking a lot of questions, which sometimes we men, if we're on the flip side, will not ask because you're thinking, okay, let me just give her so that she'll let me rest. But they want to be very involved, which annoys us sometimes because we feel, are you saying we don't know what we're doing? But to be honest, it boils down to two understanding. The only thing that scatters us is you. When there's a you in us, then there's a problem. So, but when there's no you and it's just us, and we have, we're struggling, things go down, up, and nobody knows if you're doing great for house now. At the time she's supporting you, she doesn't. It's we that talk, men. Women usually don't talk. Like you say, women are very, together, and they matter a bit like, when a cat shits.
They're very calculated.
Very discreet.
Yeah, you can never see where they just like to start.
They're very calculated.
Discreet.
Yeah. So they won't come out and say, they
Wrong
feed my
things.
unders. No, so it's just us. So when the us is solid, there's no you in the us. And we support ourselves quietly and we'll build the little we have.
So what
as
about
us?
What about this scenario? And it's been a problem. Men will tell you as a woman, whatever you make at the end of the month, you submit it to me. I own you.
Oh, that's new.
Where are you coming
I've heard that. It's not new.
So he lets her go to work and then he says, all you earn comes.
You submit it
Not
to the
even that
man.
you submit everything, but you should bring some part.
To support the house.
It happens abroad now.
To support the house.
No, it happens abroad.
No,
Is
you're
it?
talking
No,
about paying bills.
you're
Hold on, is it paying bills? Is it 50-50 you're talking about?
No, it can't be 50-50.
No,
now.
I mean, you bring your salary.
My
This
lord.
is- my
Yes,
lord,
I
this is what I.
got what they want.
Okay, yeah, okay,
that's
but
what I
okay,
mean.
let me say something. It's an experience I had somewhere. A guy used to be my friend. So, okay, I don't want to mention the kind of job he does. The wife works in an oil company. The wife earns like about 3 million. The guy earns like 230,000. So at the end of the month, the wife transfers the whole money to him. So now, why was the guy telling me he needed an advice? What happened? The wife started accusing him that because I got married to you, the guy is from, I don't want to mention the guys. So he said, because I got married to you, if I've gotten married to an Igbo guy, that this money would have gone up.
Like investing.
Every month is 3 million. Every month is 3 million. Okay, babe, how far? Can we start up this? The guy will go like,
There's
no money. So I was now asking the guy, so now me and you, where the money they go? So the guy said his anger is why the wife go tell him that kind of word, say because no be Igbo man. Do you understand? I told him that your wife is right. And I said, you're earning 230. What if you're the one earning that 3 million? And you're now transferring that 3 million to your wife.
Yeah.
Now you now call your wife. Babe, can we settle this thing? Then your wife tells you that, babe, there's no money. What will happen? He said, no, go try him.
So what did you tell you did with the money? I'm
do
just
you
curious.
understand?
Yeah.
I don't know what he did with money. It's not something you want to hear.
So my another question is: did they start up with this? She knew he was earning 200 before they got married, and that kind of scenario.
Yes. No. They didn't start up like that.
Okay.
The wife wasn't working, but she now got a job.
Okay, while they go.
Yes,
so
she now got a
change.
job.
Okay.
No, it's two ways. Then the other women can actually go like, I don't have to transfer my money to you.
Very good.
You can even see people coming from the wife's family. Why your husband they do like this? Why must you stay in that house? This one you earn more than your husband. People do it.
Yeah.
And when you're not being accountable, I give you money. You should tell me what you're doing with the money I give to you. And you're not doing that, then I won't transfer money again to you. Because the wife actually threatened not to transfer money, and the guy was.
Wouldn't you?
No, I won't transfer now.
No, I'm saying wouldn't you? If
Yes.
You can stop the
Do
transfer
you
to
understand?
the husband as
So
well.
now it's coming from the wife is reasonable.
And she was
Other
being
women-
transparent as well.
Cannot do that. So many women cannot do that.
I have this is
So many women cannot do that.
So that now going back to if the woman now leaves the guy tomorrow, she's learned a lesson.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
when we'll say
And
that
she
this
will-
woman, independent
Once
women,
beaten,
don't want.
Yes.
twice
this
shy.
is now my friend's friend, and this person I sat with him, we talked, like we went out, we hung, and now this family was planning to go abroad. The man sold his house for 70 million and put the money into the wife's account.
So you're just smiling at the bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
and
But
then-
okay, now
I'm playing the story.
Hold
Hold
on. Before you do that, you should be able to know who
Hold
you're
on.
married to.
Hold on.
Okay, so let's
And he sells another, he does one other business and got 30 million and put the same 30 million into the woman's account. So this woman has 90 million. One day, this man, they say in the mainland, this man wanted to come do something in the island. He told the wife, I'm going to the island. And I came and met us. And as we're together, he got a call and said, oh boy, something happened for so place for mainland. Though. He now took Uber. No, he drives a Benz. He now drove to the mainland. In entering the hotel, he met his wife with another boy. And that's like punching the boy and the wife. Now, the trouble now is not. At the end of it, the woman arrested him. But okay, when 90 million, they say money don't finish.
So you see, that's what I'm saying.
So now, aside from the fact that the woman has this 90 million, which up to date, she not bring her 1 naira. Immediately the money reached the woman. It was a different story. Right? Now, the man not get house again. Because they get children together, he no one chase the children. Now man and me, of course, he can't take care of kids. We were not wired in that, He not left the house, just carrying car, leave house. Now, does it not still border to that word like when a woman is empowered?
Okay, now
She becomes
She's just a single
yes,
entity.
yes.
If
This
Single
is somebody I
entity.
know now.
if you remember what I said before, if you meet a poor guy, you can't say this guy is like this. This guy is I know him. You don't know him.
Until you get money.
Do you understand? Same thing goes to the female. You say, this girl is so decent. No, she will never do that. You don't know her until you empower her. So sometimes you get married to somebody you think, I know her very well. Do you understand? She has not started doing anything, or maybe she's not successful, right? In between, she's now successful. So she now has more money than you. Then all those sleeping characters will start coming up. So how do you handle it? You see why some men are scared of when the woman is successful. Because there are some characters that you have that you've not worked on, but they've not started coming out because you're not empowered. By the time you're empowered, you will see them start creeping out. Like you're always in the house. You don't go out. Always in the house. You're just doing your thing in the house. Why? Because you don't have money. There is a level of wealth that you have. You cannot be found in the house every time. Do you understand? You can think of, I want to travel next week. And then you go. Then you see other people, those characters that are sleeping, those characters that you have, bad ones that are sleeping because there is no money to
Amplified.
do you understand? Will start coming up. Oh, I have one girl here, I have one lady there, then I have to travel, or you import somebody. So those things are sleeping because there is no money. So now, if you're getting married to that lady, she's very submissive, everything is very okay, perfect. Then she started working, and she's very okay now, successful. So all those characters will start coming. No, you don't. No, you can't tell me that now. Please don't. No. I just want my space. So you can imagine your wife telling you, "I want my space. I don't want to talk now." And before she's not used to that. She doesn't used to tell you that. Everybody was flowing until that money entered. She's now successful. So you see, that's why some men are scared of their wife.
Okay. I think.
I hold on to that success. You know, success is a beautiful word.
Yes.
It's
And
relative.
to be successful is inevitable for people because we all aspire to be.
Yes.
If I go back to what he said, we're Africans. Why would you just sit at home not striving yourself as an African man? There's no lazy African person I've seen.
I know
It's
that.
just opportunities must
I know a
You
tribe.
know,
I know a tribe in Delta State that their men are lazy.
No, they're not lazy, they're just complacent. That's the truth. There's no African guy there's never been one. That guy where they talk for Delta, carry and go London, you go see the hustle.
No, it's
The
like,
driving force will come.
Eh?
out.
I've never seen one lazy African man, no. But we're just very complacent. We need push as men, not just African. But success is really a beautiful thing, which you've used several times.
Yeah.
But as an African man, you must strive to be relevant in whatever environment you find yourself. Marriage, family, the little you can. You don't need a lot of money to make people happy. Running errands would make your mom happy. Even if you have 5 kids and we're all not a pair, making the same kind of money. But everybody in us is relevant one way or the other. So that's why there's a us. So to be honest, it's a beautiful thing to be successful. Either your wife or the man. Because either of you will sing your praises to people when they don't even know. And that's the beauty about us.
Yeah.
right. I would say in all, we've seen attitude of let me not say women. Some women that hail from nothing to something, and at the end of it, you can't talk to them.
There's some, yeah.
You
Just
can't
like men.
you can't talk to them. So I
Talk again.
yeah, I
You might be talk, so you go the text.
Yeah.
Right? Is it okay
That's
to
what I'm
talk?
saying, that-
Now then you go text.
One of you say that woman dey inside house. So you see that mindset of some men being afraid.
But you know that one, because I don't want to be loser and be laughed after. I go make sure I struggle. Say that money where you get me, say I go double.
yes, sir.
It's something that will drive me and motivate me as a man. Say that money, you get no problem. Oh.
I said something.
I know they talk,
I said
oh.
something one day, and it was taken differently. Someone asked me, "Can you marry a woman that is richer than you?" I said, "She may be richer than me, but it no go last long. I go borrow that her money, double her for myself, give my money back."
Yes, so that's the spirit.
That's to say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she may be richer than me, but it no go last long.
So her money.
I go borrow that her money, double and
you
give
see
her
the
own back.
mindset. Her money is a motivating factor for you.
No, the
Do you
truth
understand?
about
It's
it is,
challenging you to
Her
grow.
money
It's
is
a
supposed to be your
healthy
money, right?
challenge.
Is her money supposed
But
to be
also
your money?
again,
Do you know-
but also again, check it. Hold on. But let's check. What's the motive?
her money.
What
Because
is
she's
the
richer.
motive?
You richer, I want to be on top.
Make sure you know that
No, okay.
I need to be on
Okay,
top.
see
It's
something.
Are you serious?
See something. The thing is this: take it or leave it. We men. Okay, let me talk for myself.
Okay.
Me for one. If my wife get money past me, get everything I go talk. She don't respond rudely. But because she get money past me, I go feel say she respond rudely.
So that's a bias.
Yeah.
You understand?
It's a
She don't
psychological
respond
thing.
rudely.
Just a psychological.
But because she respond,
Even your
I go
guy
feel
has
say she
been bad,
respond
But it's not
rudely.
his. No,
Do
it's
you
not-
know
it's
that
not
when-
everybody.
Even your guy has
No.
been-
Have you heard
not
this
whole
before?
pepper pass.
Have you
Yes,
heard
so-
this?
I can't say You call her like throughout,
You don't be.
I know they call you now.
You don't make money.
Because you don't get money now.
Okay, hold on. Have you also heard when a single woman is doing well, she becomes empowered financially? There's no buy car. Don't buy car. Don't build a house. You see, that is the programming. And that programming is from our home, our parents, and so you see the girls living. We need to shatter all of those things.
Yeah, we need to, but Mr. Chika, the thing is this.
No, I asked a question. He said what you narrated. And I asked, is that woman's money? Is this supposed to be your money?
My brother, you've heard it now. When they say the man's money is our money, the woman's money is her money. You don't hear that.
A man,
never get
but hold on, let me come in here. A man is wired to provide. A man's first love is his job, not his wife. Because his satisfaction, his definition, all he embodies comes from that work. So
I won't actually say a man's first love. I won't say a man's first love is his work. You know why? Because a man just wants to work so that he can be able to provide for the family.
That's what I'm saying. Is that provision thing?
It's not love.
But,
do you understand?
In this sense,
that is the driving force of that work is the family.
Yes, in this
provision
in this
to be
same
able
environment,
to provide.
in this same environment is where you give your time to work, right? You're not spending enough time with a woman. There's some kind of lag in there, and you spend time with a woman.
You're not making enough money.
There's a lag in there. So all of this turns out to, regardless, a man just wants to provide, take care of home.
You're wired to provide
and make sure everything is okay.
Your satisfaction comes from there.
But wired to succeed.
And succeed as well.
So I'm driven by success every day. You know, I just want to succeed, do the right thing. So for me, that's why when he mentions success all the time, that's really a key word for me, because I just want to succeed in the little I do. I'm trying to feed my son or my daughter. I want to succeed in it. I don't want to change diapers and they burn them, you know. I'm just very hands-on like that. And we just do things. So the first thing I just wake up to do is just how do I succeed today, to be honest. So, which I agree with you. So, but it could be in different ways. My work, my business. Hey, or some people are just moved by their bank account. I can check my statement. Hey, money is a lot. Okay. You know, you must be driven by something.
It's a motivating force.
But to be honest, I think women, we relax as men, and they caught up with us, which is interesting. And it just gives us room to just, strive a bit more and just keep the bars just going up higher.
Yeah, come to terms with that. Okay, come to terms is not a problem. That is the world we're living in. Women are empowered. They have brought a lot of redefined a lot of things, and it shouldn't be a problem. It shouldn't be an intimidating force. It should be an encouraging and a challenging force. And it also tells me as a woman, okay, you also need to know how to present your matter. Don't rub it in their hair. I have made it. And so,
yes,
we're not competing, we're complementing ourselves.
Yeah.
That's the idea.
True that.
Nice. In all, we've been able to say a lot about this subject matter, where we're talking about successful women who are career driven, or however you're making your money as a woman. Try and at least lawyer small. Make not be like Oga no go come or Oga go dey run after you don't make money, right? I want to thank Mr. Bayo.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks a lot.
And the conversation has been interesting, and like I tell you, you will learn from us as well, learning from you.
All right, so for me, I just feel it's been brilliant and intelligent evening. I've had to sip half the time before I get myself in trouble, but it was very fun. Beautiful conversation, and to be honest, we all just need to be humble and make sure there's us and not a you. In every relationship, that's really the success of and how to progress.
There should be an us
and not
you or me.
No, you, not me.
No, there should not be me inside
Involved.
us.
No, just
Inside
us.
us.
Yeah.
I think what I have to say is be happy whenever your wife is succeeding, because you also benefit from it. No man knows tomorrow. So tomorrow might be very rough.
Don't be bright. You may say something like, no man knows tomorrow.
Because tomorrow might be very rough. So if your wife is doing well today, then your wife will help out tomorrow. So if your wife is not doing well and tomorrow becomes rough, then you have to go outside the family, which doesn't make sense.
Which is you.
Yeah, which
No
is
more us again.
You're no more us. So if your wife is succeeding, don't be threatened by it. Embrace it and love it.
I like that.
All right, guys, and thanks for watching and thanks for being part of this wonderful conversation. And like you see and heard, it's quite interesting. We'll give you more of this. It's Out Loud Podcast.
It's the Out Loud Podcast Show.